tutorial to download ROS on Ubuntu 20.04.5. So before we install ROS, let's see how to install Ubuntu on our VirtualBox. This is the process which you can use on Windows as well as MacBook. My version is Apple MacBook Air M1. So let's start. Here we have two ISO files, one is AMD 64 and one is ARM 64. Both are ISO files. To check your system architecture, you have to just open CMD and press this command, as you can see here, echo %processor underscore architecture %. For Apple users, you have to use ARM 64. Okay. So once you install this, you have to open VMware Fusion, or for Windows you can use VirtualBox. Then once you have this VMware Fusion, let me show you the websites. This is the website for VMware Fusion and this is the Oracle VirtualBox. So this is the software which you can use according to your system. Once you download this, you have to create a virtual machine to use Ubuntu on your respective operating systems. It can be either Windows or it can be either macOS. So once you download this software and ISO files, you have to just select new. The procedure will be same for VirtualBox as well as VMware Fusion. The interface will be quite different. Next, you have to just create a virtual machine or install from a disk or image. So you just have to select this and use another disk. So here you will select the ISO file. So here I will select my ISO file. For me it will be ARM 64, but once you do that, echo %processor architecture, you will see your ARM or AMD. So if it shows you ARM 64, then you have to use ARM ISO, otherwise you can use the normal version. Then here we have ISO file of Ubuntu ARM ISO in my case. Next, continue. For here you have to just select whatever it is there. It should be at least 50% of your capacity, of your full capacity. I will just rename it as Ubuntu test, save, and then customize all the settings. So for example, here is the general menu, then keyboard and mouse, processor and memory, you have to select your 50%. That means if you have 8, you can select 4. Then if you have 8 GB RAM, you can select 4 GB. That will be recommended. Then you should have at least 20 GB of the storage, but 32 GB is suggested. So this will basically generate or create a virtual hard disk in your own physical hard disk. It will create a digital partition. Once you do that, you will have this window in front of you, and then you have to just install Ubuntu. So this process will take some time. So here you have to set up your Ubuntu operating system. Let me go through this quickly. So you have to choose your keyboard layout, your language. It should be English. Please make a note that this should be minimal installation, as we are not going to use any Graham's Office software or other utilities. So we can use minimal installation for ROS purpose, robot operating system, and then press continue. Download update should be there. Erase disk and install Ubuntu, as we are using digital partition. So install now. And then once you do this, when you will press continue, you have to select the time zone. So that will be India. Then you have to put your name. So let's say HunarPro test. then choose a password. It can be anything. So just make a note that once you start using Ubuntu or Linux systems, that whenever you enter your password in terminal, it is not visible. So I suggest you to pick your password, choose your password as easy as you can. If you are a pro user, then no problem, you can choose any password of your wish. So then the process will start, and I would like you to jump to directly to the ROS installation process. So let me close this window so that I already have a Ubuntu system installed. So once you install that, this will be Ubuntu system, which you will see in your virtual machine, which will be like this. So you will have Firefox browser and all the essentials, my bad, all the essentials here, settings, Firefox web browser, and so and so. So once you do that, just open Firefox web browser, go to ros.org, scroll down to Noatech Ninjamis, choose Ubuntu. Make a note that this installation is just for preparatory purpose. All these steps will be explained in your session, so don't worry about it. So check out this tutorial, just open this link, which is a one-line installation. Again, please note that this is just for preparatory purpose. All these steps will be explained later in your session. Just copy this command, open your terminal by pressing Ctrl Alt T, or just like this, and then press Ctrl Shift V for paste purposes, or you can just right click and paste and press enter. You have to put your password. As I said, it will not be visible as I'm typing it, but it will be there. Then the installation will begin. I did not have any ROS installation in my system, so this is the same process which you will see. Then you have to select desktop for install here, which is recommended, and press 1, press enter, and the installation will begin. This process will take around 10 to 12 minutes depending on your network coverage. It is suggested that should be done before your session. Please request your computer lab or network managers to do so that it will be smooth process for to conduct our sessions. That's it, guys. Thank you so much, so that we can proceed ahead with our session. Please let us know on our email ID, that is info@hunarpro.com, or you can call us on our mobile number, that is +91 70 Thank you so much. So this process will take around 10 to 12 minutes, and then the ROS is done. This is the same process which you can use for Mac as well as Windows. Currently I do not have any Windows system with me, so that I have used a MacBook, but don't worry, this is the process which you can use as it is on Windows systems.